you can kind of say, yeah, because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But
Not
I'm
because he's
saying,
got money,
I'm
not
saying,
because he's
I'm
got
saying,
the biggest hits.
it's opinion. I'm saying, ask people who are watching this podcast now to write their top 5. I'm telling you, everyone is gonna be different. Why should we?
From the old school, you know me, all about the culture, like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team. Yeah, let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments, cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K, set a new standard. Other bars in the
Yo, back at it like a crack addict. You know what time it is. Episode 126 of the Masterclass podcast. You know it is. Triple OG, triple. Hang out with the one and only head nigga in charge.
That's almost back like you never left. Back like you never left.
I'm back and I'm upset.
They've been asking me, where's OG? Where's OG? You know,
Word.
the episode looks like almost like my area code 1426, just the 4 missing.
I feel you, Togoza.
Yeah.
As I said, Togoza.
1426.
Word,
That's the
man.
area code. My name is Rashid K, the HNIC head nigga in charge, the beast ran god, the original article done. Welcome to it.
Supposed to say, run down the road and I tell him Rashid said so.
You see me?
Word, man. How you been, cuz? How you doing? How's your hip-hop life been? It's been like maybe 2 weeks.
My
I
hip hop life.
I know a lot has been happening in your life.
Yo, my hip hop life is like hip hop every day, man. Like every day I'm hip hop. It's recording music, shooting videos.
Yeah. I seen that. You stopped though now, right?
I haven't.
You dropped what, like 9
Last
videos?
last Friday there's a video that's dropped. You know,
Okay.
hip hop soccer team. I'm there, busy with Back to the City.
Hey.
Guest appearance with Zinga there on the Culture Chop. So it's hip hop every day, bro.
Nice, bros, eh?
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot happening, not just in the hip-hop space, but in science in general.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I think we have to speak about the fact that Gates and Mackenzie is now Minister of Department of Arts and Culture.
Sports, arts and culture. Yeah. I think it's a good choice, you know.
I think it's crazy, to be honest.
I think it's a good choice because I already saw him hitting the ground running, you know.
2 days in.
Yeah, 2 days in.
Come on now. Let's just talk, you know. The man is happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like that happiness
gating for
shows
no reason.
that happiness. Why aren't others happy?
They're happy in their little
But they're not
spaces.
showing it. They're not showing.
My thing is, when you look at it, isn't it ironic that one of the, you know, people who are in the public space, whether it's for good or bad, is now the minister of that same department that he's popular in? Don't you think it's ironic? Or it's a setup? I feel like it's a setup.
No, it's not a setup,
I feel
and
like it's a
that's
setup.
not even what he wanted. He wanted Home Affairs, you know. So
They could have given him something like that land and all that. Like, you could have done that.
No, but the government wants to be diplomatic because he was talking mass deportation, you know, and the government wants to remain diplomatic. They don't want smoke with neighboring countries, you know, so they want to keep it cool. So he wasn't the right
He's
guy.
not gonna make it there.
Yeah, he wasn't the right guy for that. He was gonna be the face of South Africa.
All right, not to make it a political part, but what do we want as SA hip hop? What do we want from Doug Gaten?
As arts and culture,
we got our guy in there, right?
Yes.
So now what do we get from that?
Not as
Does
SA
it
hip
matter?
hop, but as arts and culture. We need him to be not to be tone deaf, to be grounded, you know, to be connected to the grassroots.
Okay.
Unlike the previous ministers, you know, who were just ticking boxes.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen him when he was the mayor. What he did, he was with the people.
He's already there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's
so-
already in
so-
the public eye.
Yeah, so I'm saying he must continue, be in touch with the people. You know, the parliament shouldn't take him away from the people.
Okay. And then for SA hip hop, let's be specific now, because I don't know. Like, I've never really seen any minister come in and change, you know, the game for us. Like
They've
it's
never
always
done
the
that.
artists that have to do it, or
They've
the
never done that.
producers and the labels.
I think they must consider, when it comes to hip hop, people who are already have established movement, people who've been operating on empty or zero budget, you know, the
would be
Zakwes,
cool.
the Back to the Cities.
Yeah.
Don't give it. Don't
Coolie
give
Chana's
it.
movement
Yes.
as well.
Don't give it to new people to start new projects. There
Well,
are
I wouldn't
projects.
say that completely.
No, don't, because there's gonna be opportunists who's gonna do it for the money. As soon as the money dries up, they back to whatever they're doing. I'm saying pinpoint the projects that are running and have been running without any sponsorship. Like Zakwe's Hood versus Hood, it's been running for 4 years now. Back to the City has been running for 18 years. You know,
Subsidize those.
subsidize.
Help build that culture.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Solidify those before you go to the new ones.
And then fuck the new ones.
Fuck the new ones, because we don't know the
Fuck the
ulterior
new ones.
motive.
Well,
They probably
it's gonna obviously be a money grab.
Yes.
Of course, but
yeah.
we shouldn't now close the doors.
We're
for
not
some
closing
of
the doors.
for some of the
We're
kids,
saying
bro.
first things first.
Yeah, first things first. Let's look after the ones that can do this.
Yes.
Try it and test it and prove it, like any other industry.
Like
really.
any other
That's
industry.
where they'll go invest their money in, because
That-
they can see that this is working.
That's what I'm saying.
Then we need more things that are working then.
Yes.
We need to start there.
Yeah.
You know, Gaten, we love you, cuz, but you're not going to be able to support things that aren't there.
Yeah.
So I think it's on us as all the heads for us to come together and do something now and then take that and
Yeah.
say, Takenzi, skate.
Mackenzie, you better know that there's Hood versus Hood movement that needs funding. There's Back to the City that needs funding. There's SA Hip Hop Museum that needs to be finished. It needs funding. Talk to us. Talk to us.
Isn't that already funded already?
What?
The museum. Is it all out of, is it private owned?
It's not private owned. It's owned by RMG.
State.
Back to the City.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with.
So no one's funding that.
No
There's
one's funding that. There's one section, the Wall of Fame, which is funded by Hennessy, not the whole
snap.
museum. Just one section of the museum.
No government initiative in
No.
any of that.
No.
That's crazy. That's probably happening all over the country then. If it's not happening for a museum in Jozi CBD.
You know, that's the country's heritage. You know,
I hear
that's
that.
the national key point that needs to be funded heavily.
I mean, I'm saying now's our time.
Yeah.
Now's our time. We got our guy in there.
Yeah.
Let's hope he does well for himself and for everybody who's trying to do this thing, you know, as a career and build lives and build other people, develop as well. It's very important. You know what I mean? Otherwise, what else been in your mind? What you been seeing? It's been a crazy 2 weeks.
Last week I went to
There's a lot going on, man.
I went to the AKA Level screening, 10th anniversary of Levels.
Oh, word.
It was screening in Santon, Stekinako.
Yeah,
It's
saw
out
that.
on YouTube now, so everyone can see it.
Saw that. I actually watched it yesterday or 2 days ago yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of, thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I think, first of all, like RIP Mega and Levels is out and out a classic.
Yeah.
That's not debatable, you know. And I just feel like it was entertaining to watch and to hear all the stories, but I felt like we were missing some stories in this journey of levels. You know what I mean? How they produced Levels, how they made Levels, how they put it together. Some of the people that were being interviewed, you know, I felt like there were some people that weren't interviewed that were supposed to be. Like, for instance, I
Yeah.
didn't see Younger Chief on that documentary.
I think the way it was done, they couldn't get everyone, because that thing was done in one day. It was shot at the SA Hip Hop Museum. They called everybody in there, the Tweezes, the KOs. They were interviewing them one by one. So
See,
it
I
was
have an issue with
yeah.
that too.
So it was
you know?
it was
What are we saying then? You know what I mean? Like, we're in a space now, in a digital space where
you know,
I think it's
the problem
very
is,
important to
the
capture
problem
this
is
properly.
When the project itself was done, there was not enough footage. You know, these are the things we always take for granted. When you're in a studio with Burna Boy, there's no
camera,
Burna
sure.
Boy, Burna Boy, you know, saying something on the song while still working on it.
I get that.
You
Obviously,
know,
it was a different time too.
And people fall out. Like if you do it 5 years later, 10 years later, we're no longer cool. We're no longer boys. It doesn't have the same effect.
I think it has even more of an effect as a documentary, especially.
Yeah.
If you and I work together now, we make millions of monies.
Yeah.
One of us passes on, and we now had a fallout. Are you not gonna be able to come and speak on the guy you worked with, whether you loved him or not? You know, he's now left.
It's not always like that. It's not always like that. Look at Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, the documentary. When Bob Marley died, they interviewed Peter Tosh because they thought it was the next king of reggae. They asked him about Bob Marley. It was like, that man went astray.
He can say
that
that.
Man sold
though.
out.
Let's hear that.
You know what I mean?
That's a good documentary.
But
That's a
it
good
doesn't
documentary.
come from a good place. But
It doesn't matter.
Because if you interview me now, and before we fall out and hear my sincere opinion,
Word.
you know, there's a game, the game talking about Eminem way back, saying, hey, I don't want to try Eminem, he's the illest, nobody can fuck with Eminem. And then 10 years later, fuck Eminem, he's selling because he's white, and then you release a 10-minute diss track.
Yeah.
So it's not a true reflection of your opinions are not a true reflection of this person. If we didn't get that first footage, we would think this is how you always felt.
Okay,
You know?
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
So
I
we
hear
need
that
to
argument.
document things from start to finish.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. So let's fill everything in there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this for me, I felt like, when it started, I was like, oh, this is gonna be dope. I haven't even seen Tweezy on TV in a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he pulls up, I'm like, oh, we're gonna hear the nice stories now. But all these beats, even though we've heard some of it in the interviews that he's done,
Yeah.
this is gonna be cool. Then as it keeps going, I'm like, okay, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But now where are the people that are actually in the songs, in the videos? They had KO. I did not hear from JR in that whole thing either. I did
Yeah.
not hear from Deleuze. I did not hear from niggas like Gemini, Nadia, people who are like, part of how are they not, you know what I mean? How are they not included in something so big? It's huge. Levels is
We
an
don't
ultimate
know.
classic.
We don't
Let's
know.
treat it like that.
Okay, we don't know why they didn't make it. Probably they were not available on that day. But I saw them at the launch, at the screening. Nadia was there.
They were there.
You know, the Les was there. A lot of people who are not on the documentary were there.
Was Younger there?
I don't know, because it was 4 cinemas.
see him.
I didn't see him, but it was 4 cinemas. You know, it could have been on the other cinema at the same time.
I don't know, man. The story is amazing. As a whole, like, shout out to the guys who put it together. The story is really, really cool. I just feel like I lost out on a lot that I asked myself questions about after I watched it. Like, like where's Master A Flat? You know what I mean? He's was big part of that Levels album. Didn't hear from him at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, really dope, but like, let's capture these moments properly. Like, we're in a space where we've got podcasts where we can talk about these things.
Yeah.
And we must make sure that if we have an artist like an AKA,
Yeah.
we treat it like that. We respect it, and even
We
if it must
didn't
be an
have
hour,
we didn't
hour something.
we didn't have Gaten Mackenzie. This thing was operated
By
from
the niggas.
people's pockets.
Word is fine.
Yeah.
It's cool. Maybe
So,
that's the issue.
like
Maybe that's the
logistics,
issue.
it's always impossible to meet the logistics 100%.
Maybe that's, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
So let's not be too harsh, because we don't know what happened in terms of logistics.
Did you enjoy the documentary?
I enjoyed the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any highlights? Anything you took from it that you feel like, that was a monumental piece of hip hop history?
I don't think there was something new or anything new to me, because I knew everything. I actually, when I was chief editor of I Speak Hip Hop magazine, I sat down with AKA, went song by song on Levels, who did what, who wrote what. So I did an article. It was on the cover of a magazine. So all the things they said are already new. So I think maybe it was
See?
exciting and interesting to
You already knew everything in that documentary.
Not everybody is me.
I get that, but
Yeah.
like, if
And
you're a
it's gonna be-
legacy,
it's
you
go-
probably know all that.
Yeah, no. People don't know that shit. They were not there. Even if they were there, they were not that close to AKA.
Word.
You know, so I think it's gonna be exciting to people to know all these stories.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm hoping to see more of these kind of documentaries come out. We need
Yeah.
more of these stories. Like the WHP story still has to be told properly. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
lots of art. I would love to hear the Mischief story even.
Yeah.
That I think is one that might even keep that one for myself though. Quick one just to jump around my mind. I'm thinking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that Rick Ross situation that happened? Was it yesterday or whatever?
Yeah. I saw
with the-
in Canada,
With the bodyguards. and shit?
Vancouver. Yeah.
What's your take on that?
He
that
asked
event?
for it. He asked for it.
Really?
Why would you play Not Like Us in Canada?
Oh,
You're
man, I'm
provoking.
playing that shit.
Go to LA and play some Drake dissing Kendrick and
I
see
am
what's gonna
playing
happen.
That shit.
Yeah,
Like if I'm on stage,
Yeah.
I'm doing what Rose did.
Where?
Like I'm in Canada. I'm going to Canada
And then
and I'm playing Not Like Us as I
and
leave.
then the same thing's gonna happen to you.
I feel like though if you know like maybe Rose's mistake was not having enough backup to do that. But the premise of was what I want to
You
talk
see
about.
now. You see now. If you wanna make sure there's 20 bodyguards before you do it, you know you're provoking and you know it's not safe.
I hear that, right? So I wanted to bring that home.
Mm-hmm.
If we had a beef like that, for instance, Nasty's performing after Aries, and when Reese leaves the stage, he does that. Do you think in Mzansi, like our hip hop is entertaining enough, you know, for that kind of shit to go down?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't happen, you
Yeah.
know. But if it does, remember, Kid Tini went to Paley to shoot a video dissing Aries.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I
he
remember
went
that.
to Reese's hood. If he took a bullet there, it would be like, you asked for it. What are you doing there?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It would be justified. I wouldn't be like, oh, why did they shoot him? I'll be like, you asked for it.
He went there.
Yes.
dog.
You could have shot anywhere else in SA, but you decided to go to his backyard.
That's crazy. That only happens in hip hop, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd see that kind of thing in any other genre where it's like
Nobody battles.
How-
Nobody battles except for hip hop. You know, that's why it doesn't happen anyway.
I mean, you know, maybe the Swifties versus the Beyonce, the Beehive. If something had to happen,
It'll be emulating hip hop. It
would
wouldn't be real.
Would they fuck each other up?
It
over
wouldn't
that
be
shit?
real. They would be emulating hip hop. You know,
We've seen some R&B beefs,
The
though.
next thing closest to hip hop when it comes to beef is Maskandi. That shit is real.
And
Yeah,
they don't play there.
yeah, that shit is real.
Yeah, they spit that. They spit that.
You know what I
Anything
mean?
else on your mind that you thought about?
The MTV Awards.
BET Awards.
Oh, BET Awards.
BET Awards.
Why
Actually keeps
MTV?
that as well.
Yeah, BET. Shout out to South Africa, man. We brought back 3 awards.
Word, man. Big
Brought
shout
back-
out.
And Tyler
Big
being the
shout out.
first African to win 2 BETs in one night.
Shout out to Tyler, man.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Makadzi.
Makadzi.
Who's the fourth one?
No, 3. It's
Oh.
it's just 3 of them, you know.
Oh,
You know.
okay. Makadzi got hers at the main event as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Best new international act.
Wow.
You know.
That says a lot about
That says a lot.
about how they're listening to our music.
You know, and
Even with
and,
the Tyler
and
situation.
Tyler beating Sexy Ray was big.
That is huge.
That was huge.
But that was always on the cards, man. Like the trajectory that
Yeah.
Tyler is on, we can all see.
Nah,
what's
it was
about to
written.
happen,
It
man.
was written.
Like it's and you know how it is with this shit, right?
Yeah.
Like they will build you, they
Yeah.
will build you. But I'm already starting to see a lot of hate coming through for
from
Tyler.
Americans.
From Americans.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
I
if
saw
they
that.
stop bumping her shit,
But it's cool. That's the same thing happens between South Africans and Nigerians. It's just competition. Nah, you didn't deserve. You know that it's the same old talk.
will Tyler's career survive?
Yes,
How far do you see it going?
it's signed by an American label that has the muscle to sway people's opinion.
Until they don't need her anymore, maybe.
Maybe not. But until then, you know. And hip hop, I'm very happy with hip hop. Kendrick taking best male and
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj taking best female. I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that.
Who is Nicki up against? If Sexy Red and them.
The usual Ice Spice, the Sexy
Okay.
Red, the usual.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's wild because they're still giving these awards to established, known artists. I thought maybe
They still
roping in
delivering.
the new ones.
They still delivering. It doesn't matter whether you're old or young, as long as you're still delivering.
Word.
Yeah,
I guess it goes on the quality.
it goes
But
on the
then
quality
what
and the
about-
numbers.
Nicki's smashing Ice Spice numbers wise.
I don't
wouldn't
know
know.
in terms of because there's a
With TikTok and all these
no
things.
there's a lot of things they consider airplay, sales, all of that stuff. We don't know the numbers in total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Usher tribute because he won. What's that award they give? Lifetime achievement.
Lifetime, yeah.
He got the lifetime, and I think the only male who sang or did a performance during that tribute was Childish Gambino. The rest was all these new honeys, Skywalker,
Yeah.
Bolado, all these people, and I'm thinking to myself, how does that happen? Like, why? What are they trying to tell us? So is that female wave going that crazy in the States that like an Usher tribute for about 15 minutes and only one nigga came outside?
The thing is, it depends on the organization of the event. It takes one show to make people seem like they're relevant and big.
Facts.
You see, last year they were celebrating 50 years of hip hop. They brought back all the
everybody,
LL Cool J and they were like, and those niggas started getting bookings. Like, oh, these niggas are still here. These niggas are still. It takes one show. Take one artist to the Super Bowl. The following week is gonna be number 1 on iTunes, and because like it's easy to sway people's opinion.
I hear that. Speaking of booking people, you seen the Delicious Fest lineup?
Yeah, I did.
A lot of old school and a little bit of new school, but not too new.
Yeah.
How do these young homies get into that lineup, dog? Touchline's probably I don't even know how he did it, because shout out to Touchline for getting onto that lineup.
Yeah.
With all those big names, I just feel like they don't look at the young up-and-coming artists to put them on a lineup like that.
It depends who the organizers are
Again.
and what they know and who they know. I saw.
Konji, where were we?
Yeah, like I was saying, it's easy to sway public opinion by what you're showing. What you expose to the masses, whether it's Super Bowl or BET or the Grammys.
To expose yourself.
Yeah, it takes one night. Saw that, I saw the performance, and then the next thing you have a tour for 30 days in a row.
But then all these events, all these organizers just start thinking like that. Then
Yeah,
let's build these
but-
youngins, man.
but
they want numbers, I guess.
But back to what we were talking about, Delicious. I saw the Yvonne Chaka Chaka, the Mzwakhe Mbuli. You know what I mean? I don't know how they choose these people, because I don't understand how do you pick someone who hasn't released an album in 20 years?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe then the target market isn't what we
Yeah,
think
the target
it is.
market, because
my thing is, those people that are there, right? If they've got Bozwakhe Mbuli, the same people that listen to Zwakhe listen to Touchline.
No, it's different days. The youngins are on a Saturday, and then
No, it's a mix.
the older on Sunday where the Jill Scotts and them. So it's 2 days and different lineups.
Is it so? Touchline and them are there with Bo Questa and them.
Yeah, on a Saturday, and then Sunday, that's where you get these big international acts and the old school South African acts.
Okay, I hear that. I don't know how they do it. I think they have their target markets. That Kai FM,
It always works. It always
Afropolitan,
works every
I've got
year.
a little bit of money, but I got money kind of people,
It always works. They do it every
Gets
year.
packed every
They
year.
have the formula now.
I'm going to say shout out to them for putting Touchline on that lineup.
Yeah.
I want to see more. Bring them more. Put Reese on that shit. You know what I mean? Get nasty out there,
Yeah.
Let them old heads listen to some of that,
Okay, before we get into class, your review on the Hennessy Cypher, 2024.
I won't lie to you, dog. Like I mainly listen to the South African people on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I caught the Foka one.
No. That wasn't the. That wasn't
wasn't
the
the BET.
Hennessy Cypher. That was BET. The Hennessy had
McLaren.
McLaren.
I
Yeah.
only saw McLaren's then. Who else was on it?
Because
Because I watched those.
Sarkodie,
Thinking it's international.
Sarkodie was there. I forgot their names. There's one from Tanzania, one from Kenya, one from Nigeria, one from South Africa, and one from Ghana.
Oh, I think McLaren killed that shit. I think it was really nice on it.
I think it was okay.
It was McLaren being McLaren.
I think it was okay. I liked the dude from Kenya and the dude from Nigeria more.
They were nicer than him.
They were nicer. They were
I need to
nicer.
go bump- I haven't bumped
Other
that
people. The problem was the language. You can hear the flow is nice, but you
Word.
can't. You don't understand what he's saying, and I think
It's almost the same with McLaren.
yeah, I think and another mistake, like people do when they do these ciphers, whether it's BET or Hennessy, all that shit, the numbers, the popularity, the what, that shit doesn't work when it comes to cipher. That
Oh, I
shit
hear you.
doesn't work.
We've been saying
So
that.
you need to really be in the culture to know who can kill this shit. You know, just because you have a bigger song, it doesn't mean you can pull it off when it comes to the cipher. Just
very
because
true.
you have a biggest fan base, it doesn't mean you're gonna represent properly when it comes to the cipher. That's where they always get it wrong.
We've actually touched on this
Yeah,
in depth before.
yeah,
That the argument with that is that these ciphers are no longer about quality of rap
Yeah.
and lyrics. They're more about attracting the
because
numbers.
they're exposing these
for the
superstars.
numbers.
They're exposing these superstars. That's when people like
I say
this
let them
guy-
get exposed, my dog.
yeah.
I say let them get exposed, my nigga. Because my thing
Yeah.
is, if you're gonna go out there knowing very well that you can't hold your own, and you're going there for the bag and you flop, you can't come back and cry when niggas say you whack.
But
You went
see,
for the bag.
But you see, all these events, all these things, expose the lack of knowledge of the organizers.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
But
because
that- oh.
you see now, they take the biggest artists in Ghana, not the dopest artists
Yes,
in
but
Ghana.
my thing is in their
Yeah.
defense, right?
Yeah.
Like we're saying,
Mm.
for them, the bottom line is the bottom line. It's about the bag. It's about money. So they're not gonna call up, the dopest MC in Ghana.
Look,
They're gonna call up
There's
the most
no
popping
such-
nigga.
There's no such thing. If it's Africa United, you watch the whole thing. You're not gonna say you watch because there's Sarkodie. You don't know the rappers from Nigeria.
Nah, but then you're not
But-
attracting.
but when
now you hear that even when you see the headline on YouTube, Sarkodie Cypher, you're gonna click on it,
No, but it says that thing says Hennessy Cypher.
and
It
it'll
doesn't-
show you
it-
who's on it, right?
No, it says you go on YouTube. It says Hennessy Cypher 2024. You discover when you go in. You know, I didn't know those rappers from Nigeria, Tanzania, and Kenya. You know, but I can tell that okay, this cat is dope.
He's hot.
Yeah, he's hot.
He's just hot commercially.
I
Or he's a
I
dope
wasn't
rapper.
there because of his numbers. I don't know his music.
But you were there because you were watching the BET Cypher.
The
You know what I mean?
Hennessy, not BET.
Ach, the
Don't-
Hennessy.
that shit is stupid.
The Hennessy Cypher.
Yeah, the Hennessy Cypher.
Nah, dog,
I don't
like,
even want to talk about that.
I feel like you need to cut them niggas slack. They're getting their money. They're not about who's the dopest. What must happen? Because we've been crying about this for years now.
Yeah.
This conversation stems
Yeah.
from even the fact that when niggas go on the radio or something,
Yeah.
they pull out writtens. Already that
Yeah.
conversation was happening. Is that now it's not about the quality of your raps. It's about how much money can you bring in for whatever's happening for this organization. Which means you must be at your dopest, but within the fact that we know you're not the best rapper in the country, but we know you're gonna bring us numbers. And the marketing side of it. So what I'm saying to you is, even if you're watching the cipher because it's the Hennessy cipher and you
No,
don't
I'm
know who's
saying-
gonna
I'm
be
saying-
there,
I'm saying-
they
I'm
need to
saying-
somehow push it.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't justify that shit with numbers. If you had touchline there doesn't mean you were gonna have less numbers.
But still, do you still have the best rapper then there?
Yeah, where?
You know what I mean? Still, you have touchline.
No,
there's still an argument
no,
for
it
him
doesn't.
not being
no,
the best
no,
to represent.
no,
that
you don't
cypher.
understand. You don't choose the best rapper or the number one rapper. You choose a rapper who can represent and hold it down. It doesn't have to. We don't have to.
Then you still don't have the best. Then you just have someone who can hold it down, which you can
No,
get
I'm saying
a vocalistic or McLaren to come hold it down.
You can't have the same person every year.
Sure, that's fine.
You know what I'm
Then
saying?
get Shane Eagle to come hold it down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, choose somebody who's gonna represent the country beautifully.
Not the hottest nigga out that's gonna get numbers and make sure that everybody knows about this cipher.
The hottest is not the dopest.
Of course, that's not
those are two
disputed.
different. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, let me ask you this, right?
Wait, listen. I'm saying to you, office niggas, suit and tie niggas, if you don't know much about this shit, don't Google it. Consult. You know, the Masterclass podcast, Bozinga, whoever, the sobering people who are daily involved in
On the
movement.
ground, who live this thing.
Yeah, who live this thing.
Yeah,
you know.
Who know who's the hottest guy out.
Because you're gonna get a brief and go to Google and check the numbers, choose all the wrong people.
All right. So you Hennessy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't give a fuck about hip-hop at all, really. You just want people to buy Hennessy, mainly. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
And now they put you in charge of this sci-fi thing. What are you going to be chasing?
I wouldn't do something I don't give a fuck about.
But like I'm saying, you have to. This is your liquor.
If I'm
you
hip-hop,
own Hennessy. You are Hennessy.
You
are Hennessy.
If I'm hip hop,
But you're not. You're Hennessy.
Yeah, I'll outsource to right hip hop people who can give me quality content.
That's an option.
Yes.
That's a solution.
Yes.
Then for us to tell these guys to put the hottest nigga out there. More like consult and find out.
Yeah,
who the
no.
hottest
The
nigga
thing is, we can't tell them what to do, and at the same time, if we keep quiet, they're gonna think they're doing the right thing.
I mean, for them, it's the right thing. Every Christmas, these niggas is smiling all the way to the bank off a bad cipher, off a shit cipher where you can't even tell me the names of the people.
They're just ticking the boxes.
There's no memorable bar from that cipher.
They're just ticking the boxes. This year we did this. We achieved this. We did that. They're just ticking the boxes. That's how the corporate operate.
That's crazy, man. Also, maybe there's just, like, as you say, if it's corporate, it means the realness and the dopest cat just doesn't have enough money.
It's all about the bottom line.
Doesn't bring it up. If you don't bring it in, you're not gonna be the hottest nigga. One more thing before we get into class. Stogie saying that he's the hottest rapper, that he's hotter than Kendrick.
That's not what he said.
Says I'm better than Kendrick.
No, that's not what he said.
I'm better than Kendrick.
No, that's not what he said.
But he was saying in passing.
He said Kendrick is not better than me. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah,
There's a difference.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
You almost misquoted the shit out of Stogie. My bad, Stogie. My bad. But yeah. He said it's not better than me. What's the difference?
The difference is when I say OG is not better than me, it doesn't mean I'm better than OG. It could mean we are. Yeah.
How?
If I say you're not better than me,
it means we're the same.
We could be equal. We could be the same. But if I say I'm better than you, that's straightforward. Okay. So
I hear
we just putting word into his mouth. Whatever he meant.
He explained what he meant.
Yeah. But like what?
Let's go watch that interview. It's a really cool interview.
It's just that we're getting worked up by people's opinions. They're not fair. He said Kendrick is not special. J. Cole is not special. It's his opinion. We can debate about it the whole week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't have anything. I thought when you saw it, you'd have some like an opinion in terms of if Stogie's gonna say that, what does he actually mean?
But
because you're saying it's just his opinion.
But now
I'm asking you, what does he mean by saying that?
It's gonna be me having an opinion on his opinion. It's a never ending, and someone who's watching this will have an opinion on me having an opinion on someone else. It's a chain reaction. It's never ending.
I don't like that though, because now you're kind of saying we shouldn't care about that, and not to take Stogie out of the conversation, just the whole thing of lyricism and how do you measure if you're not better than me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is it in hip hop? If you and I are two rappers,
Yeah.
and you can say you're not better than me. You're not saying I'm better than you. You're saying you're not better than me.
Yeah.
Right? How do we measure that? That, you know, in comedy they measure it with
Yeah,
laughs.
then give us a criteria.
How do we measure
Then-
that you're not better than me?
Yeah, then give us a criteria so we can engage in your opinion.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Then what you're saying is kind of contradictory because you're saying we can't engage on
No,
someone's
I'm
opinion.
saying, but because we don't know where it comes from, how he measured it. You know, I'm going to measure it my own way and have a different opinion because we don't have a common criteria.
I feel like we with this one,
Uh-huh.
we can talk about it. Because as much as that's his opinion, around what he's saying,
Yeah.
you can put it on any rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What gives any rapper the right to say that I'm better than you? Because what? I got no more money?
I mean, because you know what I said. I posted this on Twitter, and some people caught feelings. I said, Real Madrid is not better than Sundowns.
What does that mean?
Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing.
Explain.
Yeah.
Expound.
I'm
Real
saying-
Madrid is not
I'm-
better
I'm-
than Sundowns. Okay.
Yes. Than Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm saying it's
That you can measure though. They play in a better league. They play better players. There's
No,
more
they-
money
they-
in there. We can measure that.
Money makes you better.
Yeah, a little bit.
No,
Yeah.
nah, never, never,
What do you mean? Like
never.
in rap, yes, but in
rap,
football,
no. In rap,
in football, in rap, no.
no.
cool.
Money makes you a better artist.
Okay, cool. In rap, no, right?
Yes.
Football, definitely. You can buy better players. You can get your team better. You know, but you can't do that in rap. I'm saying in rap, how do you measure it then? Because you're saying if money doesn't count, cool, we take that
Saudi
out.
Arabia and Qatar, they have more money than some of the European leagues. Are they better?
They will be at some point.
Are they?
They
Not-
will be.
No, not will they. Are they?
They one day
Aye,
with
you
enough.
see-
They already started. They bought the best players in the world. There's more eyes on that league.
Yes,
it's not
are
gonna
they
happen
better
overnight.
though? Are they better though?
No, not now. But it's
Okay,
going
they're
to happen.
not. So money doesn't make you better.
Okay, if that's your argument with it, then what makes a rapper? Because Untwana mentioned
Yeah.
that Lupe is a better rapper than Kendrick. That is also opinionated.
Yes.
But when we look at hip hop in a book, you can kind of say, yeah, because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But
Not
I'm
because he's
saying-
got money.
I'm
not
saying
because he's
I'm
got
saying
the biggest hits.
it's opinion. I'm saying ask people who are watching this podcast now to write their top 5. I'm telling you, everyone is gonna be different. Why should we worked up by one person's opinion?
We're not worked up by it.
Yes,
it's
but I'm
it's
saying
a conversation to be had.
It worked for him. That statement gave him more attention than his EP that he just dropped. Nobody's talking about it.
We are. We're gonna review it too.
I did. You were not there.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
With Slim.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Shout out Slim. Shout out to Slim, man.
But I'm saying you don't see anywhere on social media people talking about Stogie's EP, but they talking about these things. There are things useless things that get people worked up, and they gonna debate about it the whole week. And it's just an opinion.
But that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
It's an opinion because it's a conversation in hip hop that all rappers feel that way. That I'm
Yeah.
better than Ban Ban. You know what I mean?
We can go back to the
Why can't
okay.
why can't we touch on this opinion when you touch on it with somebody else?
Okay, we can go back to the previous project, the last projects that they dropped, and compare. Is it telling the truth?
So it would be project based, wouldn't be about his raps.
It's raps on the projects. What do you do on your
No,
project?
but I'm saying like if we're talking better rapper, you know, we don't. Does the music
you listen
matter?
to rap,
So now
then
the-
you decide.
So
you're
now
better-
music is part of the criteria. Then, you know what I mean. So then, musically, no one can say that I'm better than Kendrick or Kendrick's not better than me, because his music says a lot
speaks for
different.
itself.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's
So-
what I'm
so-
saying. Let's compare the music. Because we can
But
say
then
whatever.
the music and the raps is not the same. Like you put Stogie on Sway, and you put Kendrick on Sway. I'm putting my money on Stogie.
I don't know about that.
But you put the albums together, it's just a runaway for.
But I'm
Antoine.
saying what I'm saying is, like Sundowns. You can be number one in your little corner, or in your third world country, but don't think that you are better than Real Madrid.
So then it's
I'm
not
saying,
just an
I'm
opinion
saying,
then.
I'm saying,
Because
I'm
we
saying,
can say that.
okay, yeah, I'm saying, like we can have opinions, but if you pull out the top 50 clubs in the world, not in your little corner, you don't see Sundowns.
You won't be there.
You don't see Sundowns, but you see Real Madrid number one. You go to any top 50 list, hip hop list, not the South African one in your little corner, but globally, you don't see Stogie in the top 50 of the global list. So you can be better or the best in your little corner, but don't get it confused and think that's how it is globally.
I like that you said that, because I was trying to get us to a conclusion on the fact that we can measure who's better than who. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have opinions because it's rap, but at the end of the day, there must be there must be a reason why you feel you can say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we can be better than each other in different aspects.
It's cool to be confident. Every rapper is supposed to be confident.
I like, for me, I feel like you're supposed to say that. If you don't say that, then what are you doing, dog? Like, if you're not saying that you're better than the next guy,
You can say it, but it doesn't mean
we all know.
Yeah,
But
but it doesn't mean what you're saying is true. You can say whatever.
It has to be able. We can spend all day debating on the measurements. But
You know what I mean?
yeah. But anyway, should we get into class?
Let's get into class.
Set the bell in, coolie.
Let's get into class.
It's been a minute.
You see, you're rusty.
Yeah,
You're rusty.
class is class though. Class never stop. Episode 126, man. Talking music still. Music.
Yeah, so
always very important.
Yeah, it's very important. So it kind of continues to what we've been talking about.
Conversation, yeah. Still based on that.
What's important in a song? Because there are hot songs, there are big songs, there are classic songs. What is it that makes a song special?
You know what I want to say?
Yeah.
Whatever's in your heart, my dog. If we can feel your heart.
That's a blanket statement. Fuck that bullshit.
At the end of the day, if the fans win.
No. We
That's a tough question, my nigga. That's a grand old, I think it's a question that's been asked for ages.
Yeah.
Especially with music. What makes the music?
Because
music.
Some songs you hear a nice beat and a catchy hook and it becomes a hit. There's not much said in the verses.
My issue is with the question is that, like you just said, some songs have nice beat, nice what. But like, we all like different things about music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but those different things don't sell equally, don't pop equally. We can like different things, but there are things that are liked the most.
Yeah, which is like hard to really pinpoint, to be honest with you. Because when you look at it, music, there's so many genres.
Yeah.
And all this music is different in every different way. So how do we find that one thing?
The charts will tell you that
people like this shit.
People like this shit. This shit is on
But
1
then
billion.
what if
This shit is on 1 billion streams.
Yeah.
The song that you like is on 100,000.
Yeah, but what if like it's happening now in the game where you have both Spotify, Apple, where music we've been dictated to what's really nice. Like, we've been dictated to listen to what?
It's always been the case. Before the Spotify, it was radio. The song you heard.
Exactly.
The song you heard, Lollipop used to play every day on radio.
So my argument to that, right?
Yeah.
Not even argument, just to jump on what you're saying. So then how do we measure it? Because even all those entities, radio and TV and whatnot, those are marketing things where you actually have to do something for your music to play there.
Yeah, but
so it's not even about how good the music is, it's about how dope I marketed it.
That's the conventional way. That's what makes a song big.
Yes.
Even if you can hear the song every day on radio, it doesn't mean you're gonna like it. You decide.
You'll
You decide.
familiarize yourself with it,
Yes.
which sonically it will start feeling more comfortable to your ear. Eventually, if you keep hearing something, not that you love it, but you will start to know.
No,
it.
you'll get used to it. Like I used to hear Lollipop every day on radio and on TV. It didn't make me like it.
Don't hate on Lollipop, though.
No,
Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Yes.
Lollipop.
Lollipop. Do you love it?
Nah, R.I.P. Static Major, dog. Nah. Don't hate on that song.
Did you love it?
I loved it. I loved it.
I did not.
I loved it.
I
Okay,
did not.
okay.
And then there was Dilemma by Nelly and Kelly.
Yeah. Hated it.
Nelly, I love you.
But
And
you know
that song was every day on radio and TV. I never liked it. So, like, you can't push shit down my throat.
But that's what I'm saying. Then it's hard for us to be able to pinpoint what makes
But
good
I'm
music.
saying, but just because I don't like it, it doesn't mean I don't acknowledge that it's a big song. It is
Okay,
a big, I know
okay.
a big song when I hear it. Doesn't mean that okay, because I don't like it, it's not a big song.
So you're saying there's certain elements in every big song, né?
Yeah.
That someone will, even if you don't like the song, you'll be able to acknowledge.
I acknowledge.
How do
hear
you
now,
pinpoint those
Here
elements,
now,
though?
I just sang Nelly. Love you.
Of course, but
that's
like-
the catchy part. That's what I remembered.
Yes, but not every song sounds like that.
Not every song sounds like that. You remember different things from different songs. It could be a beat. It could be, you know.
So then, based on what you're saying, né?
Yes.
Does that not make everything there important? You know what I mean? That's what makes the song. The beat, the lyrics, you know, the composition, all of that put together. Doesn't that make the song?
Somehow, somewhere, but some songs will have one element and be big.
Yeah,
Not everything. Some songs will have a nice hook and it blows up. Some song will have a nice beat, a catchy beat, and it blows up. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Sometimes it can be just lyrics, you know.
Like an a cappella song.
No. Even a cappella.
Like what? Like maybe like The Soil.
Like The Soil, yes.
Okay.
You know, and if you listen to Nas, all you need is one mic. It was an okay beat, it was an okay hook, but what sold that song was the lyrics, something he was saying. So it's different things. It depends on how the song is presented. Like Nas.
Quick one
Yeah.
on that point. One mic. If I have just the beat for one mic without Nas on it, does it still make it a song? Or does it still have elements of being a good song?
No,
It's fucked without it.
it's fucked without it. Even
So
Nas.
then we can agree that the beat alone cannot be the only thing that's dope.
Sometimes they are not. It's not always the case. You know, even Ita was a fucked up beat. You know,
Ita's a
I
nice
don't know
beat.
how
I like it. That's a dope beat, dog.
because you heard the song. If you were to be presented with the beat
It's the
first.
same with one mic. One mic is also not a bad beat,
because
dog.
you know the song, you knew the song first. If you were to be presented with the beat before
on its
knowing
own.
the
A
song,
lot of those songs, even when I was
Yes.
watching the AKA docu,
Yes.
and they played some of the beats from Levels, and I was like, shit, I would have not known what to say on this shit.
that's what I'm saying. That you like the beat because you already heard the song.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So there's people like Nas who don't have many flows, but they have like lyrics. You know,
Word.
you end up forgetting that, oh, this guy's been flowing the same.
Yeah.
You know, because he's got substance in his lyrics. You know, so there's no manual,
There isn't.
there's
dog.
no formula to say my song is gonna blow up. Yo, I got this beat. Yo,
It's
I'm changing
tough.
the game.
It's tough.
You know,
It's
so
tough.
so it's always different. It's always different elements at different times.
And also, I think the most important thing is like you're an individual. You know, like Aufani Nami, what I like in that song. I'm saying like even right now, I'm like, yo, one mic beat is fire. You're saying only because otherwise it's not fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then there are certain beats you'll be like, okay, no matter who says anything on this shit,
Yeah.
this is going to be fire.
Yeah.
And I don't think we have a universal, you know, manual where we can look at a book where we can be like, okay, this is what makes the song really amazing.
You know,
it goes on people's tastes.
Take the Sister Bettina beat by Timbaland.
Fire beat though.
You can take fire beat. You can take that beat and give it to Drake. He's gonna have a new hit song and win awards.
Yeah, there are beats like that.
Yeah,
you
there
know
are
what I mean?
beats like that. You can't go wrong with those beats.
Are there lyrics that would go well without a beat even? Outside of maybe like an Eminem. Like if a nigga doesn't have a beat, probably sound whack. But because this beats is riding it.
I don't know about that.
I think a couple of cats. I don't know if the Migos would be that dope without some of them beats, dog.
I think that there are artists who were meant to work with certain producers. You know, like take DMX and Swiss Beats.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Swiss Beats, his beats don't sound good on other people, but Roy DMX becomes perfect.
It's a crazy combination.
You know, take Questa and Magua. Take perfect combination. You know, some people don't work with other people, but there are people who just like a perfect fit.
Yeah. Now this one is a really, I think if students can even educate us on what some of the producers that think they know what makes a good song.
Yeah, sometimes
tell me, dog. I want to know.
Sometimes it's about the language and the times. What's cool at the time? You know, what was cool in 2014? Let's get it, or whatever slang that was happening. It's not cool now. If you made it then by saying let's get it,
yeah,
you made a hit song.
So,
but if you make it now, if you say get it now, it wouldn't pop. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's just perfect timing. What would the slang that's being used now, you put it on the song and then people run with it.
I think one thing also we're forgetting, and that's very important, like we touched on it, but the marketing of the songs is like you can make your song hot even if it's not.
Yeah.
Sometimes the beat is shit, the lyrics is shit.
Yeah.
But this is the biggest song out, and it's only because it was pushed and marketed properly. So I think that's also like a very vital part of this thing. Like your music can be your music. You can have the dopest shit out.
Yeah.
But if we're not hearing it and it's not getting to the ears and it's not being put in our faces.
And if you start having a formula, you're not gonna come up with new shit.
What would you start with if you were like taking? I know you do the rap thing, you know, as your hobby, as your passion. But if you're taking it like super seriously, what's the first element you would start with?
With the music.
With the music. No, with both. With the music, the marketing, the branding, what's the first step you would start?
If I had the budget, you get the best producer, the best engineer, the best PR team, the best marketing.
No, but what do you start with? The first thing that you're going to get. I know those are everything that you need.
But that's the music. Obviously, you start with the music. The producer that understands your sound and that understands the market, not just your sound, what people are vibing to. You know, something will be easy to sell.
Yeah, just a quick thought before we move on. How easy is it, based off what we're saying right now, to create an artist in South Africa? You know, like how they created artists, how labels have been created. How easy is it to do it here? To find someone that probably isn't even like a good vocalist or whatever, but to create and build and plant industry plant in Mzansi. Can we do that?
If you have the budget.
So that's all it takes, money.
It takes money. Like
I can be the hottest artist if I've got Nyugu.
Yeah, because because if you invest in artist development, if you invest in vocal training, vocal coaching, things that are going to make you convince people that you're a real artist, you invest in those things.
Oh, yeah, because you'd have to do that, right? Because you're not going to be in studio, though. You have to tour.
Yeah.
So you get, because I was thinking maybe you hired it, you get someone else to sing the lyrics.
No.
Said, they did that with a lot of artists, man. They've been doing that shit.
You need to. Now it's technology. You can't get away with shit.
We need an industry plant, though. We definitely need an industry plant.
Internationally or just here?
Here first. Like we need a plant here who like gets
here.
huge overnight, like bigger than maybe Shibby Shit was an industry plant. Huh?
I don't know.
I'm going somewhere with this, bro.
I don't know.
Shebe, couple of homies, Skomota. Yo, we could do this.
Yeah.
I think we should create an artist one day. Mzegezege was a created artist. They built him really well too. Made a shitload of money there, Spuda.
Yeah, it did.
Word. All right. Anyway, keep the conversation going on the socials as well as on the comment section, man.
Free period.
Free period,
Let's go. Free period on the Umalum
Bhastedii.
Yeah, Umalum Bhastedii. All the way from Durban.
Obvious.
He's been posting on the comments. His links every episode. Like, yo, I'm out here. So I decided to
put him on.
Umalum Bhastedii.
I like that you're working already, my dog. Like the videos are out, you know. The guys are pushing from Durban. They're trying to get up here, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, if they can blow up enough and Dakaton can give money to Zakwe, maybe homies in case they won't even need us to help them push.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, Umalum Bhastedii, I know few of his tracks, and it's quite nice. He's on the come up.
He is nice.
And look out for him. You know, quite dope, versatile.
Can move it around.
Yeah.
I just don't know what homies like him have to do, man, to like actually break in. You know what I mean? Like,
there's no formula. That just do what you need to do, man.
And hope.
Yeah.
And hope that one day someone will pick you up.
Invest on it. You know, pay people. Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna have to get some money for that.
Favors will take you here, but money will take you there.
That's the important thing, is getting the money, man.
Yeah.
Who's on the producer side?
Get your money right. We got Vugar Beats.
Vugar Beats.
Yeah, Vugar Beats.
Vugar also from KZN?
No, from Joburg, the north side.
Okay.
Bryanston.
I've seen his his name on a lot of
yeah, it's produced
songs.
Yeah, it's produced Gigi Lamane's whole album. And has produced a lot of homies, some of them Amapiano and Afro beats, but he also has his hand a lot on the hip hop side.
I mean, if you're producing for Gigi, Gigi's stuff was always quality. His own stuff is also quality. Like, it's very crisp.
Yeah.
Would love to see a lot more though.
Yeah.
A lot more of Vugar, dog. Like, he's got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
And like when I was watching the AKA Shandy, one thing I'll take away from it in terms of it was quality to see, is just how important these producers are for these artists. You know, what I mean? Like they really don't have much if you can't send the beat to Ban, get it back, get the beat.
Yeah.
You know, and they send you a full package done.
AKA was thorough when it comes to quality. I remember when
Vugar as well, they're very thorough.
Yeah, I remember when he was recording Badass Remix with the girls.
Yeah.
I was there with Gigi, Fifi, and them. So, PH Rox was recording there at his studio, recorded them, and then AKA was like, "You're my dog, but you're not gonna mix this. I'm taking it elsewhere."
Someone else,
you know,
yeah.
A lot of producers get offended when you say, "Okay, you're gonna record, and I'm gonna take the files to mix it elsewhere," you know, because it always helps sometimes to get different.
I think that's how it should be most of the time. You know what I mean? Like,
you know,
send
but
it to
otherwise,
even if you don't take their edit,
yeah,
but just send it to someone else so you can hear something else.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So otherwise, Vugar Beats got like some proper quality.
Shout out to
Hit
the
him
homie.
up if you're doing hip hop. Amapiano, Afro beats. He's nice with it. R&B
Everything
as well.
He
Yeah,
does everything, man.
yeah,
Call him up, Vugar. That's 126 producers now.
yeah.
As we move into today's review, who we peepsing? Words
with
and
Mash
Mash
beats.
came with that combo, man.
Yeah,
Came
Words
with
and
that,
Mash
that
beats.
combo, bro.
Only the brave.
Unpopular opinion. Right now, Words is hotter than Aries.
I don't like to. You and Zinga like comparing.
No, I'm not comparing. You know why? Because they were boys.
Yeah.
Because they were boys. You know what
I
mean?
know.
So there's
but,
that little rivalry, that little
but
tension.
what I'm saying, I'm not comparing anyone, but I'm saying my two favorite albums this year on top of the list is Pretty and Words. Those are
not to compare the albums.
I'm not comparing. I'm saying those are my top 2 for 2024 so far.
Okay, who's 2?
Yeah.
Who's 2?
I don't know, in no particular order. It's
Shit.
Pretty and Words
See,
are
ever
my
since
top
you
2.
joined the MK, dog, you're
Yeah.
very political about your answers.
You know what I mean? So, no, I don't like
Nah, we're not
pitting
comparing.
people
We're
against each
putting out
other. But
facts.
yeah, it's Words Moment and Mash
it's easier,
Beats.
man.
Perfect combination, man. Like
again, right?
I enjoyed
Again.
the album. I enjoyed. Let me just
I
check
think
the track list.
story-wise, the album before had a bit more synergy. This one was more of, you could hear it's like a producer and artist album. It wasn't just words.
It's a collabo album.
Yeah. Collabo album. It wasn't just words, which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is okay. Sometimes I do feel like some artists do tend to hide behind that, you know, instead of giving us your next project. You're like, yeah, let me feel the waters. Let me feel the waters with this shit.
It's not you 100%. It's 2 ideas, you know.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So I like the album, man. Yo, Tsonga Agenda.
Nah, you feeling that a lot.
I'm feeling this album a lot, man. Tsonga Agenda. There's Muchin there. He delivered.
Oh, Muchin's verse is crazy on that shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's getting him a lot of eyes too, which is like really cool to see. Shout out to Mash.
The features here are on point, man. Tyson Sabatelli. You know, there's the Quellas there on Halloween, Sesti and La Cabra and them. Too nice, you know. And there's Imali, the last track featuring Usmamane.
Yeah.
You
Did
know,
it not feel for you more of like the Mash beat influence over a Words influence?
Yeah.
Did this not feel like that for you? Like that there was more of a Mash beat feel to it than a Words feel?
Obviously, you're going to feel his presence.
Not presence, like he was there, Chief. It's almost like this is religion or whatever.
Of course, this is a collabo album.
But is it really? Because it's more like Mash and then Words, yes, you can hear Words' presence.
Yeah.
But I can feel, this feels more of like a project that Mash put together more than Words, even though I don't know who worked harder than who. I'm just saying the sound and the feel is almost like the album that Mash
that's
won
always
a summer, I think.
That's always the case, you know. If you take Snoop and Dre on a project and Dre's producing, you're gonna feel his presence without saying a word. You're gonna feel Dre's all over this place.
This is Dre.
That what happens with dope producers. You feel Pharrell without him saying a word. You feel Kanye West production without him saying a word. So that's how good Mash is.
Mash is amazing, man. Does it not? When that happens, I get the feeling of like, okay, Shop, we're saying Words and Mash, but when I'm listening to it, I'm hearing more of a Mash feel. Does that not maybe like, not dumb down is the wrong word, but like put less of a light on Words' influence? Like now, what I'm saying is I feel his presence, but I don't feel it the same way I feel Mash's presence.
Yo, on top of that, you heard what Words wanted to say.
Of course, like you said, he's present.
Like on
he's
Adam,
fully present. He's there.
On Adam, it's him speaking. You know, addressing the Aries and crew situation. You know, on where's the OGs? He's talking his shit, addressing the situation. He even sampled. There's a difference between an OG and a nigga that's old. Even sampled that. You know what I mean? So I felt both of those, you know, both of those niggas.
Presence,
you know, production, you can feel Mash's presence. Lyrically, you can feel words that he was saying something. Mash wasn't whispering in his ear. He was talking his shit.
I got you. Yeah, man, I enjoy these kinds of collabs, my dog. I just, you know, sometimes it's very, very seldom do you hear 50-50 on a collab. The last time I heard that was probably Be Careful What You Wish For, where it felt like 50-50.
They both came through.
Yeah, it was, you know,
rating
80-20.
Rating it.
You go first. I know you're probably giving it a
9 out of 10.
Oh, I thought you were going to go 10, well, a full 10. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
8 out of 10. More music from Mash, always important. Words right now, I feel like ability-wise, like I said, he is on it. He's on some shit.
He's on some shit.
So 8 and 9, gonna leave you with that one. Drop your music for the free period, just like Bhastedii.
Umalum Bhastedii, yeah. The Masterclass episode 126, we out.
Peace.
From the old school, you know me, all about the culture like Rashid and O.